What if I told you the most expensive mistake in human history wasn't made by a king, or a dictator, or even a billionaire CEO? It was made by an ordinary group of people following a rule everyone agreed on. A rule so safe, so logical, so obvious that no one ever questioned it until one day it detonated. And the explosion didn't destroy a building, it destroyed entire nations, shifted global power, erased fortunes, and triggered a crisis so big, we're still paying for it today. So, what exactly was this trillion-dollar mistake? And how did it almost end the modern world? Let's go back to the moment a simple assumption turned into the costliest disaster humans have ever engineered. Every economy in history is built on one belief: our system is safe until proven otherwise. In the early 20th century, world leaders believed the gold standard, a system tying money to gold, was the safest thing ever created. It kept currencies stable. It kept governments disciplined. It kept people confident. But here's the irony. The same gold standard they trusted for safety became the fuse that ignited global catastrophe. A mistake that would cost, in today's money, over $50 trillion. And no, that number is not an exaggeration. This mistake didn't just break economies. It created wars, mass unemployment, revolutions, and decades of global instability. To understand the mistake, you need to understand the trap inside the gold standard. Imagine the global economy as a giant machine. Gold was the engine, money was the fuel. But here's the flaw. The engine could grow, the world could grow, but the fuel supply, gold, could not. Nations needed more money to expand their economies. Trade was exploding. Industries were booming. Populations were rising, but gold supplies remained limited. This created a deadly tension. Countries needed more money, but couldn't print more money, because printing without gold backing equals illegal. So what did governments do? They began hoarding gold like paranoid dragons. They restricted lending, they cut spending, they froze wages, and slowly, economies suffocated. Think of it like trying to run a modern city while using a bucket of gasoline to power the whole grid. The system wasn't just outdated, it was fundamentally incompatible with a rapidly expanding world. But the real mistake came next. In 1929, the stock market crashed. People panicked. Banks collapsed. What did governments do? What did experts recommend? They doubled down on the gold standard. They defended it like religion. We must protect gold reserves, so they raised interest rates, cut money supply, and forced failing banks to collapse rather than abandon gold. It was the worst possible decision at the worst possible moment. Economies didn't just slow, they imploded. Unemployment hit 25%. Global trade collapsed by 65%. Tens of millions starved, lost homes, or migrated, all because world leaders were protecting metal instead of people. This wasn't a recession. It was civilization malfunctioning. And the cost? Historians estimate the global economic destruction, wars triggered, and consequences of this mistake add up to the largest financial damage in recorded history. The gold standard didn't just cause the Great Depression, it triggered a chain reaction. Countries abandoned the system at different speeds. This created price wars, currency wars, trade wars, and ultimately, World War II. Yes, a monetary system designed for stability helped fuel the most destructive conflict humanity has ever seen. After the war, the world tried again with Bretton Woods, another gold-linked system. But guess what? The same flaw returned. By 1971, the system collapsed again when the United States finally admitted the truth. A growing world cannot run on a fixed amount of gold. Since then, we've lived in a fiat money system, money backed by trust, not metal. A system full of problems, but one that at least allows economies to keep breathing. But here's the twist. Today, many people say, let's bring back the gold standard. It's safer. History says otherwise. The last time we trusted gold like blind followers, it cost us tens of trillions of dollars and reshaped global power forever. The most expensive mistake in world history wasn't greed, corruption, or mismanagement. It was certainty. The belief that our system is perfect and nothing can go wrong. But economies evolve, people evolve, technology evolves, and any system, whether gold, fiat, digital, or crypto, becomes dangerous the moment we assume it's flawless. The real lesson is simple. The world's greatest financial disasters aren't caused by money, they're caused by overconfidence. So now the real question is, are we about to repeat the most expensive mistake in history? Again? Tell me in the comments. Should the world return to a gold standard? Or has that chapter already proven deadly enough?